GDTK Stats is a complete system designed to support even the most complex RPGs. It includes stats, which are composed of 4 stat values: the value, minimum, maximum, and special. Each value can be supplied as a number, formula, random range, or conditional value, and can reference other stats, including global stats using the global prefix. Stats can also automatically regenerate based on a delay and a rate, which are also stat values. The enabled field can be set as a static boolean or as an expression. Stats can also automatically increment themselves based on a condition. In the example here, the stat is increased by 1 every time the value of XP is greater than or equal to the value of XP to level. Additionally, stats can have their values changed permanently or temporarily by stat modifiers, which are supplied from things like class, race, or other status effects. Classes, which include subclass and multiclass support, allows you to add stat modifiers or other add-ons based on class. Classes have their own level independent of the player level and can be unlocked immediately at a certain character level, at a specific class level, or by expression. Races, which include subrace support, allows you to add stat modifiers or other add-ons to a character based on their race. A character may only have one race at a time. Backgrounds, also called paths in some games, allows you to add stat modifiers or other add-ons. Only one background is allowed per character. Perks, sometimes called skills, are generally unlocked through gameplay or level up. They can add attributes, status conditions, or stat modifiers. Level rewards grant your player new abilities or classes at level up. You can have multiple rewards, and each can have a requirement, such as only being available at certain levels or requiring certain classes. Rewards can offer a list of add-ons. In this example, every level, the player can choose one attribute that they don't already have. You can also provide a choice between multiple lists of add-ons. In this example, the player can choose either one class and an attribute, or one perk and attribute. Notice that the exclude owned is not checked for add class. This allows the player to choose a class they already have, and if they do, they'll be given an extra level in that class. Finally, as a reward, you can also add stat modifiers. Attributes. Simple properties a character either does or does not have. These attributes can be referenced by stats using the hasAttrib function. This function returns 1 if the attribute is present, or 0 if it is not. Status effects. Effects added to a character can have a maximum stack. In this example, only one copy of this effect can be active on a character at a time. Effects can expire automatically when all modifiers are resolved, after a number of seconds, or after a number of token heartbeats. They can add stat modifiers. In this example, the HP stat is decreased by 4 every second for 3 seconds. Since the effect expires automatically, it will end after 3 seconds. You can prevent and cancel other effects while this effect is active. In this case, the freeze effect will be removed if already present and cannot be added again until the effect is removed. Attributes can be added for the duration of the effect, and game objects can be spawned and destroyed as well. In this example, a particle effect is created and parented to the object. It will be automatically destroyed when the effect ends. Status conditions. Status conditions are effects that are always on your character and activate or deactivate based on certain criteria. A status condition can activate either when a condition is true or when an event is triggered, and it can deactivate when a condition is true, when an event is triggered, after a number of seconds, or after a number of heartbeat tokens. In this example, when your rest is less than 0.25, the condition activates and sets your stamina regeneration rate to 0. It deactivates when the event called rest taken triggers, at which time your stamina will return to normal. You can also spawn an object when the condition activates and destroy that object when the condition turns back off. Global stats. This object allows you to provide stats that are available throughout your game and to every stats object. In this example, there's a stat named difficulty, which has a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 5, and starts at max. So any component in your game that references global:difficulty will receive 5. Events. Events are general purpose items that can be created to raise token heartbeats or add stat modifiers. These can be useful in starting new rounds in turn-based games. Stat Mapper. This component allows you to automatically map your stats to fields on another object. This way, you can update your existing character controller without having to modify any code. In this example, we can see that we are mapping the movement stat to a field named speed on the demo character controller. We're also mapping the stat ID of vigor to stamina, and we're making this bidirectional, which means that changes made to the stamina value on the demo controller will also be added to the stat named vigor. Plugins. There are two types of custom plugins that you can create for GDTK stats. In this first example, we're looking at creating an add-on plugin. This allows you to create your own custom add-on. In this example, you can see that we are creating a list of 2 attributes that the user can select from, and then applying them. Additionally, you can create a stats plugin. In this example, we see a plugin that initializes, subscribes to the heartbeat, sends a debug on each heartbeat, and then sends another debug on shutdown. JSON backs the entire system of GDTK stats, allowing you to import and export JSON files. This includes your database, effects, stats, and so on. Using this allows you to work outside of Unity and create small footprint updates once you've already released.